Yoruba, Igbo, other ethnic nationalities should be able to exit freely from Nigeria, proposal before National Assembly says. The private bill was titled A Bill for an Act to Substitute the Annexure to Decree 24 of the 1999 with a new governance model for the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Every ethnic nationality and people in Nigeria will have an unconditional right to self-determination. The promoter of a trending draft bill seeking a return to the regional system of government, Dr. Akin Fakwa has proposed. The private bill was titled A Bill for an Act to Substitute the Annexure to Decree 24 of 1999 with a new governance model for the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And the full proposal obtained by Sahara reporters on Saturday, Fakma also suggested the scrapping of the presidential system of government, the introduction of the parliamentary system, return to unicameral legislature, as well as proven for self-determination by any section of a country which desires to. It read, every ethnic nationality and people in Nigeria has an unconditional right to self-determination within here delineated territories, within their delineated territories. The sovereignty, powers, and authority to formulate articles of association towards any form of the central federal government of Nigeria at any time shall lie jointly and severally with all the ethnic nationalities occupying their respective territories. Every ethnic nationality and people in Nigeria has the right to a full measure of self-government, which includes the right to establish institutions of government in the territory that inhabits and to equitable representation in the federal and regional government. An ethnic nationality of people for the purpose of this constitution is a group of people who have a shared large measure of common culture or similar customs, mutual intelligibility of language, belief in a common and related identities, a common psychological makeup, and who inhabit an identifiable, predominantly contiguous territory. The bill promoter added that 36 states of the federation should be scrapped and Nigeria should be returned to regional system. Part of the draft bill seen by Sahara reporters on Friday had partly read, Part 1 Preliminaries. Whereas Nigeria, its people and government have been governed under the Decree 24 of 1999 that was handed down by the then military government without the express consent of the people despite the preamble of We the People. Whereas the said Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999 as amended, is not autogenous as it does not evolve from the deliberation and consensus of the Nigerian people. Whereas the people of Nigeria now desire and effectively demand for a change to constitution based on federal or regional system of government. Whereas the federal and regional government are to operate within the provisions of this constitution, it is within the discretion of the ethnic blocks within the state that constitute a given region to aggregate or disaggregate as provinces, division, and districts, while being in control of their affairs without let or hindrance at whatever level of governance. Whereas the 1999 Constitution as amended is a schedule of a military decree now deemed to be an act of the National Assembly for which the National Assembly have the powers to amend and or abrogate as expedient. Whereas the National Assembly, where so necessary and expedient, can invoke the doctrine of necessity to resolve any point of law for the good governance of the country, Nigeria. On Part 2, Substitution Clause, the drafters propose that the National Assembly shall invoke its inherent powers to expunge the schedule attached to Decree 24 of 1999, often referred to as 1999 Constitution, as amended from the decree, which is now deemed to be an act of the National Assembly, from which the National Assembly have the powers to so do, and replace him with a new governance model for Nigeria, effective not later than October 1st, 2024. This amendment is subject to a yes or no vote in a referendum by the people of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, it proposed. We were never together. Who else noted that the North are scared of this bill? They're not even commenting. My dear, why would they not be? Softer way, smarter way of doing things. My people, with God, all things are possible. For Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa, we are good people, but let us go our separate ways. Then all of us will appreciate ourselves, because it is better I die for my people rather than dying for Nigeria, which is a no man's land. Oh. Okay, my people, so now do you think those people can do something better for us? I mean, something good for the Nigerians, not for themselves. No matter how or whatever they are doing, just be wise, and watching them is for their own interest, and they cannot do for me and you. But I pray to be better for every one of us. Amen. In fact, kudos to this crucial representation and this place. Who is this God sent that brought this motion, my dear? I pray that this person they no go come out. Now this kind National Assembly, Senator, now me I want. That be the one we be saying here no go correct, they no go fit. Nothing. I know Dr. Aki personally, a very seasoned technocrat and very elderly now, very reasonable human being. Not surprised to see this from him. God bless him. This is what I've been advocating from a very long time. The only language applicable here is restructuring. Nigeria was doing better before the merger, so let us give it a trial. And it is not going to hurt. For any reason, if this bill fails to see the light of the day, to your tent, O Israel, takes precedent to favor majority of Nigerians and not majority, to favor minority of Nigerians and not majority of the Senate and House of Representatives. The so-called 1999 Constitution was programmed to consolidate Fulani military oligarchy and then in session without opposition. There must be changes because a tribe cannot rule tribes of more relevant economic management vibrators. And no, it is no more acceptable in this enlightenment. Hopefully, this is going to see the light of the day. Now, this kind of people made and they put people be say sincerely the person they think ways where we say then go is improve. It wasn't the people. This is the only bill that will save Nigeria from destruction. Me too, I perceive so. For the first time, a member of the National Assembly ever made a reasonable and profound proposal, seemingly to be acceptable by the majority of all ethnic nationalities, including all freedom agitating groups, with this political enhancing treaty of a new era suggested by his people's elected representative at the assembly. We completely advise the adoption and automatic implementation of this proposal. Hopefully, it sees the light of the day. Nigerians will be so glad. Alright, on this note, you have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest